So today's an exciting day because we've finally just got our first reveal of Robert Pattinson in the Batsuit. And here it is right here, and I must say, it looks pretty dope. But the interesting thing is, Matt Reeves, the director himself, posted this little video on Twitter. I noticed it on Twitter. And the way they did it was really interesting. It felt very cinematic. It felt pretty similar, actually, to the first shot, or the first reveal of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker a few years ago. So, it's just an interesting observation there. I don't know if it's connected in any way. Go through it, talk about it, and then give my overall thoughts on the suit itself and what I like about it, and what I think it's going to mean for the story of this new movie. Okay. The really dark music as well, really foreboding. So, the interesting thing about this is, the first thing it reminds me of are the Daredevil promos from years ago, back when that show first started on Netflix. And a lot of people, there's the bat symbol there. It's gorgeous. It looks very different, I'll say that, and very unique. And a lot of people have been making observations of the material it's been made out of. I'm getting onto that later. Yeah, this looks just like one of the Daredevil promos that Netflix did years ago. You get the red light, you get the music, you get everything. There's Robert Pattinson there. You get to see the kill. So yeah, that was a pretty dope little video they did there. And it got me even more excited for this film. I mean, I'm already excited as hell. If you haven't noticed me talking about it before on Twitter or on here, I'm looking forward. This is probably my most anticipated film in the next few years. So what are my thoughts of the actual suit itself? Not the little video that they went with or shot, but the actual suit. Well, I'm actually pretty pleased with it, to be honest. I mean, there's been a lot of rumours of what the suit's going to look like and stuff, and we get an idea of it here. We don't get a proper... This isn't a complete reveal. So just sort of partially, we get to see certain aspects of the suit, which, you know, I really like, by the way. I love the way the logo looks, the bat symbol, or the bat symbol on his chest. It looks like a gun, reforged. It's an interesting point, because there was actually a Batman story from last year in Detective Comics 1000, which was a short story in which Batman, or Bruce Wayne, tracks down the gun that killed his parents. I think it was in some pawn shop or whatever. He manages to find it. He takes it and then reforges it into a new bat symbol and puts it on his suit. So the idea was that he would take the one thing, the one object that took his parents away from him, and reforge it into something new, you know, a symbol of justice. So that was really interesting when I read that story ages ago. And it looks like they might be incorporating that into this new movie, which would be really cool. Regardless though, it looks really... I love the design. Like I said, it looks very unique. It looks unlike anything we've ever had before. The rest of the suit though, we get to see the cowl, or most of it. Don't get to see the ears though. Don't get to see the bat ears. There's a lot of debate over if they're going to be really long or short or whatever. Now, the last bat suit we had, they were quite short. You know, Ben Affleck's suit. So I have a feeling they're going to make them a bit longer this time. Don't know. It's interesting they didn't show that though. This was very close up. They only showed certain things. And another key thing is they had this whole thing in like a red colour, which is interesting because red's not really a colour I associate with Batman. Not really. In fact, it did, like I mentioned how it reminds me a lot of the Daredevil promos, even looks like fucking Daredevil here. And in all honesty, you kind of look at Robert Pattinson, he kind of looks a bit like Charlie Cox a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, it's something I noticed yesterday. I'd never really thought about it before, but they kind of look similar. They're both English, both playing American superheroes now. Well, one of them was, sadly isn't anymore. But I think there's another reason why they gave it the red tint. I don't think it was to draw any parallels with a TV show from another company. I think the real reason why they gave this promo, or teaser, whatever the hell you want to call it, a red tint, was to cover up the fact that I think, and this has been a matter of debate for Batman fans for a while now, but I think that we are going to get the first live action Batman suit, in a movie anyway, that has a blue cowl and a blue cape. Just like the classic sort of Bronze Age 1970s, 1980s Batman look which you know has been in various different comics over the years as well, but specifically that era, that look. I've heard rumours that we're going to be getting elements of that design incorporated into this new suit. Really, I have a feeling that we will see the blue cowl and cape, and I think that's why they gave it this red tint, was to hide that. Because if you look at the cape itself compared to the actual body of the suit, the torso, they both look black in the red shade. But they look very distinctly different, like they're two very different shades of black. I have a feeling, like I says, I could be completely wrong here, and if I am, I'll admit it and I'll be like, yeah, okay, I was just getting carried away with my theories and whatever else, but I really do have a feeling that the cape is going to be blue and the cowl as well. Like I says, we've never really had that look before. We've had, you know, all sorts of different Batman costumes, you know, but we've never really had a blue cowl and cape. Yeah, so I think that would be interesting to see. Also, I mentioned how I think there's going to be elements of the 1970s Batman costume in this suit. I also think, and just by observing here, that we're going to get some Arkham elements as well from the Arkham video games, you know, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, etc. Especially the armour from Arkham Knight, actually. Like the armour from Batman Arkham Knight. There's a lot of armour, so it's sort of heavily armoured, but it's not like the armour he had in Dawn of Justice, where he was fighting Superman. So I think they're going to incorporate some elements of that and mix it in with the more classic elements to sort of create this new look for Robert Pattinson. And yeah, I'm excited to see more. Like I've said before, I'm extremely hyped for this film, and I'm looking forward to them, you know, releasing more information. They're actually filming it at the moment, right now. They're filming down in London, and even more interestingly enough, they're going to be filming in my home city of Glasgow, which I'm extremely excited about, because the Batmobile, which they haven't even revealed yet, is going to be coming and driving through the streets that I walk down every day. I'm extremely hyped for that. So yeah, I might make another video talking about that. Maybe I'll make a video going down and showing it. It's a possibility. We need to wait and see what happens. But like I said, that'll be a few weeks from now. So well, got to think it, because I know they're filming soon. But like I said, you know, I'm just excited to see more from this film come out. But at the moment, I'm just hyped to see the Batsuit. It looks gorgeous. It looks great. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time.